Yeah, good to see Danny so excited about this. And obviously, the family would have been straight. A lot of people, you'd think the public might go, I want the 100-metre final, but, you know, everyone is a fan of Danny. And obviously discus, that would be one to find. Get those tickets nice and early. We'll go through the start list in this men's 3,000-metre steeple race. The second of time finals: Max Stevens, Ben Buckingham, James Nippers, Sean Guini, Jacob Cox, Jared Jones, Guy Walters, Kieran Tall, Joe Burgess, Stuart McSwain, Jack Rayner, James Coleman, Christopher Dale, Darryl Crook and Riley Shaw.
And you can see why they have broken this field up into two separate races, because even there was a bit of argy-bargy through that steeple, the water jump. It's a big field. You can see they're still pretty close together, and when it is close together over that water jump, you can see mishaps, and I think they were quite lucky then for a few of them to stay on their feet. Yeah,
you don't want to throw another 10 athletes at this pack either. So four of these athletes in the field do have qualifiers. Stuart McSwain has a 8:34.25. Max Stevens doing it at the SA Championships, 8:39.30. James Nippers, 8:40.29, and Riley Shaw, 8:44.31. So the B standard, 8:45 flat, and 8:32 for the A standard. Looks like Buckingham and Guini at the front there, with Max Stevens just tucked in behind. Stuart McSwain in 5th place at the moment, flanked by 2 University of Sydney athletes.
And if you're one of the athletes out there, because even behind the athletes with the qualifiers, there's a lot of athletes out there with the potential to do that B standard. And you'll see that some of these guys out in the front here will be wanting to see if they can hit that B standard and try and keep this race on target for a fast time.
Yeah, it seems like they're just working together at the moment. No one making any strong moves just yet. Sean Guini taking them through 2:59.10, so only 2 seconds faster through that first K. Not really lighting it up at the moment.
But it was the middle K where I think you'll find the difference between that first race and this race. These guys are a lot stronger. They should be able to hold their pace a lot easier than the first race. The conditions are, as we keep saying, are quite tough and energy sapping because it's so warm and the humidity is high. But I think the best thing about that for our distance guys is they're getting out here and they're going to learn what the conditions are like, and they'll go back now when they get selected for the Commonwealth Games team and really focus on making sure that their training is done in similar conditions so that they're acclimatised and ready to go. Yeah,
it will be interesting to see when a lot of the athletes who are selected, mainly the middle distance and longer distance athletes, do make them move north into the Queensland sun. It is a lot different kind of heat than most other states. The further north you go, the stronger the humidity is and the tougher it is. But Sean Guini out in front there, Benjamin Buckingham. That's your 1-2 as they come through with 4 laps to go.
Now, McSwain is an interesting athlete to watch. You can see him in the middle of the field, running really wide just to keep out of trouble. He should be super confident in his ability to be able to kick down on this field, and you can see him there, sort of middle range, in the blue singlet, number 10 on his hip, stuttering into the steeple. You can tell he hasn't opened up yet, but I think he'd be confident that he could get the job done. So he won't be wanting the pace to be on too early. He'll just be wanting to try and get that box tick so that he gets the choice to choose the events that he wants to do at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, well, he's already automatically nominated for the 10,000 metres. Came third in the 5K, and he has got a handy mile as well.
Well, he's super talented. He is super talented. And in this event, where a lot of different factors come into it, you know, as soon as you bring in technical aspects into these running events, you seem to find that you can have a little bit more of a chance at getting onto that podium. And he'll know that. He's just probably trying to reacquaint himself with the steeple, getting used to that choppy sort of stride that you have to have with the steeple. It's not as a smooth race as the 5 and 10K where you can get into your running and just try and keep it nice and even sort of splits. Like the steeples really do throw you. You have to sort of keep it smooth running in. You don't want to see any stutters. Again, it's difficult if it's a slow tactical race because you have to go wide to try and avoid the guys in front of you who have different stride lengths. So I think for Stuart, it'd be just about getting around and sort of getting used to the event again because he hasn't done it for a little while.
Yeah, now you can see Nippers there in the 3, moving up onto the shoulder. Max Stevens, the other B qualified athlete, just getting out in front as well, trying to clear some space. They're starting to heat up now.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what James's tactics are going to be from this far out. He knows how to win these titles, and he's an experienced campaigner over the 3K steeple. He's a nice steeplechase. You saw him run and attack that water jump and jump off, and he gains a lot coming off the steeplechase. So he's definitely one to watch. But
Jacob Cox now making a move with 800 metres to go. They went through 2K in 5:57. So Jacob Cox with 800 metres left, or 2 laps to go around, making a big move. He's blown this race apart. You can see on the side screen there, Lauren Wells coming in for her second attempt. But that's an interesting move. Not an athlete with a qualifier, but hey, if you can run under 8:45.
Well, and the thing is, why wouldn't you try something? If you're one of those athletes who isn't qualified yet, and you're feeling good in the legs, why not try and do something that puts you at least in the picture, which is what he's done. He's broken the field out. You can see in the last 300 metres, the field has gone from being bunched to being really spread out.
And now Stuart McSwain's been a little bit left behind there. He was caught at the back of the pack while the move was being made. And around that water jump, James Niparis making moves here.
Well, it'd be interesting to see how much that 5K and those impressive conditions, and it was a really world-class 5K, took out of him the other night. But James is looking very good at the front here to take the bell.
Here we go, Riley Shaw. He's also got to qualify. He's moved his way into third position as they come around to get the bell. Niparis with a big lead now. Max Stevens just behind him. If either of these two athletes can win, they will automatically be nominated. So it's our 4B qualifiers there. But this is a big gap now. Max Stevens trying to hold on to the back of Niparis. I think we might be seeing a sprint finish here in this steeplechase.
We can tell they've opened up. They are really running this like it is the back end of a 4 or an 8. Look at there. They've opened up the arm stride. He stutters a little bit into that steeple, but still clearing it really well. You can see the difference in techniques then. James didn't take that one as well as he has been taking the others, and that's just because fatigue sets in at this point of the steeplechase.
Here we go, the water jump to clear. It's all about who can keep their speed over this last stage, and it's Niparis who's going to lead into the home straight. Max Stevens trying to fight back. Niparis with one more to clear. He's looking comfortable out there. He's got a B qualifier. If he can make it over this steeplechase, he's starting to tie up though. Max Stevens really having to fight back, but it's going to be James Niparis. He's got a B, and he's going to win the title. He's run another B qualifier, 8:43.90. That's an automatic nomination. Brilliant running there from Niparis.
It was great racing by the two out in the front, and it was interesting to watch Stuart McSwain. He just really got his tactics a little bit wrong. He might have thought he was more tired than he was from that 5K the other night, but he came storming home as well to take that third spot.
8:44.84 for Max Stevens. Niparis winning it with 8:43.89. Stuart McSwain, 8:49.25. So some great running there. B qualifiers for both 1 and 2 in that men's steeplechase.